Welcome to Evergreen Chess. Now we're looking at this pattern. The queen, the knight, against the king. Here we see the knight moves out of the way. We see that the queen is checking the king now. So the king must escape. Since the white knight controls the square g7, the queen can just hop over and deliver checkmate. Okay, now let's look at the same type of pattern with the queen behind the knight, and through the knight is ready to check the king. So the queen checks the king after the knight moves out of the way, and the king has two options. Option A, he goes to f8. The white knight controls f7, so the queen can safely hop on over to f7, checkmate. Okay, if the king moves to the other potential square, here we take advantage of the fact that the king is hemmed in by his own pieces. So what we're going to do is a back rank checkmate. The king is blocked by his own pawns, has nowhere to go, stuck in the corner pocket, checkmate. Okay, one more time. We've made one addition to this position here. We've put the black knight here. We're going to see why that matters in a little bit. So the knight moves out of the way, discovered check, queen checks the king. King has two options. If the king moves to f8, we know what's going to happen. Queen goes to f7, checkmate, as in the previous example. But if the king goes to h8, then we have a bit of a problem. Namely, this black knight is in the way, so we can't hop over to e8, like in the previous example, to deliver checkmate on the back rank. We're going to have to try something different. And actually, what we're going to need to do is go back to our initial pattern and start from here anew. So the knight moves to h6. So now the queen and the knight are both checking the king. This is a double check. When there's a double check, the king has to move, which means the knight is immune to being captured. So that means the g7 pawn cannot capture the knight. The king must move. If the king moves to f8, we know what the queen will do. Hop on over to f7, checkmate. But if the king moves to h8, here's where we get to see the amazing checkmating pattern known in English as the smothered mate. We don't go to e8 because the knight's in the way. Right? We can't do that. So what can we do? Hint, take advantage of the fact that the king is hemmed in by his own pieces. Square g8 is going to be a point of focus for this pattern. Okay, so the queen goes to g8, check, protected by the knight. The king cannot take the queen. Black has one legal move. What is black's only move? The knight takes the queen on g8. And now, can you see the checkmate? Knight to f7, checkmate. Taking advantage of the king's position, blocked in by his own pieces in the corner pocket. Now let's look at an example from a real-life game. Samsonov against Nezhmedinov. Nezhmedinov with black. Starts off with the Vienna Game. If you want to look into the Vienna Game, click on the link below. Fast attack from the start. Nezhmedinov loves to attack fast. Gives up a rook. Sacrifices a bishop. Samsonov doesn't take the bishop. Pause the video here and see if you can figure out what Nezhmedinov did. And the hint is, remember the pattern that we were just studying. Okay, you ready? Check. We got the smothered mate combination. Only moves for the king. Queen sacrifice. Only legal move for white is for the rook to capture the queen. King is hemmed in. Knight to f2, checkmate. Amazing. Such a pleasure showing you guys this game. Hope you really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments how you like this commentary style. And I hope to catch you again soon. Take care.